Hey everybody, it's Ceta back with you for some more World of Tank action. I have a great tank platoon game for you here. Uh, in this with me is my buddy Dark Spectre and the Mouse, and my buddy Carter Levi in the Chinese 113. We're here on Arctic region, and we're starting in the north. We are going to proceed to the good old corner of fail. As you can see here, we have a 42% chance to win. And this is where I got to say something about this chance to win thing real quick. Is you can probably tell by the SCM XVM right there that me and my two buddies here, our stats are not the greatest. And unfortunately, when we platoon up, we usually get these players that, they're good players. They usually complain. They call us the failed platoon and all this stuff. And it's just kind of ridiculous, in my opinion. You know, we may have bad games sometimes, but we have good games too. So, if you want to be a good teammate, don't put the guys who have lesser stats down. Try to bring them up. Don't just talk about them. It's not right. But it is a free country, so. As you can see here, I get ahead of everybody. I get in this great position behind this rock with the IS-7. With the turret armor of the IS-7, these guys are going to have a very hard time penetrating me here. And with me getting in this position, it forces the enemy to stop at the corner, and it allows Dark Spectre to move up with the mouse and get in great position. Carter is going to come over here to the rock with me, and we're going to have good flanking ability on these guys. We got fortunate that the two enemy E100s for some reason did not come this way. As everybody knows, the E100 is a very difficult tank to deal with in same aspect as the mouse as far as the armor goes. Oh, you can see right there, Dark Spectre ammo rack the IS-3. Which was great outcome there. Here Carter's moving over with me. As I was saying, the E100s didn't come this way, which was great. It's hard to deal with two E100s, especially if they're firing heat, because they just go straight through anybody's armor. Alright, Dark Spectre's moving up on this. We got two ST1s and an IS-4. And you can see a Yag Tiger there. And an ISU 152, who in my opinion is in a very bad position back there, and an Object 140. Dark Spectre has continued to push with his mouse up here, just dealing heavy damage on these guys. They just can't slow him down. This is Carter and myself here decide that we need to do something about this 140 and the Yag Tiger, and we have a ST1 here with us who also has a pretty good game. So here we decide we're going. Dark Spectre's got those guys pinned down on the corner. We go at this guy, little ram action going on the 140. And I believe Carter takes him out and gets the kill on him. So, and then the ST1, two ST1s on our flank with us. Move up. Oh, I didn't even see the E75 there, which is great. We definitely was mono a mono on this side with the tanks. Get a T-28 prototype in the back, a Yag Panther 2, both good damage output tank TDs. The VK 502B in the back. As you can see, I'm using Quickie Baby's mob pack, so thank you, Quickie Baby. Alright, so moving up here on the corner, I took a little bit of damage here. And at the end of the game stats, you'll see that I managed to beat out the mouse somehow for the steel wall. I guess that initial positioning behind the rock really set it forward on me. So we got these guys, they're just backing up. They can't. We got them flanked on one side. Dark Spectre's pushing with the mouse on the other side. Dark Spectre will take out the Yag Panther 2 here in a second. And I believe the STI will take out the T-28 prototype. we're getting, unfortunately, you can see on the mini map that on the north flank there's a IS-3 and a T-34 versus a E-75, and there is another tank that pops up there with the E-75 in a second and takes out the IS-3. The E-100s are making their way back towards our position when they realize how big a push we're making. My driver gets killed in this situation here, and I'm trying to back out of the way. I almost end up in the water, which would have been just totally embarrassing and would not made a good video. So Dark Spectre's pushing the corner here again. He done this the whole game. He pushed and pushed and pushed, and we're pushing on the IS-4. Carter's pushing up here with me again. Take out the T-28 prototype in the back. The IS-4 is doing all he can. The IS-4 is a great tank, but when you got this many tanks on him here, there ain't much he can do. He tries to get around the side to do some more damage to Dark Spectre, but 3,000 hit points on the mouse with that 128 millimeter gun, 490 Alpha, the IS-7 490 Alpha. Then you got the 113. For some reason, the 113 didn't get the 130 millimeter gun like the WZ 111 did. It got a 122 mil, but the alpha damage still good, 440, and the rate of fire is actually 5.5 rounds a minute versus the mouse and the IS-7 are both like right around 4-ish rounds a minute. Dark Spectre makes a great shot on the mouse there. I would have liked to seen his replay to see where he hit that guy, but that was a great shot. That was a long distance shot there. Now we got the 4502B cornered here. All three of us go at him. And this is where we make the decision that we need to take out the 4052B and then go cap, because our cap is getting pushed by an E75, an E100, and an IS-8. Even though we got a Waffen Tractor Alpha Panzer IV back there defending, and a ST1 went back to help defend. Also, a T30 has also went back to defend, but we know we got a cap because those guys could, especially with the E100, could take those guys out. So we head on to the cap. Dark Spectre positions itself in an area of the road there to hold off any guys coming at us to stop the cap. So we go ahead and proceed onto the cap, because as you'll see in a second, they actually get into the cap a few seconds before we do. So it's me and the ST1, and there's another tank in the cap as well. Got one, I'm sorry, I think it's the RU-215, but I don't know for sure. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Okay, so end of the game here. We got 3 in the cap versus their 2. We're going to cap them out. Just wanted to showcase this because, Carter is 8 years old and loves to play World of Tanks. He does a great job. He just loves to play, and he wanted to see himself on YouTube. So Carter, this one's for you. I hope you enjoyed it, buddy. Everybody, thanks for watching. Alright, let's take a look at some final stats here from our great tank platoon battle. Here's start off with my individual stats here. First class mastery badge, that's pretty cool. I beat out Dark Spectre for the steel wall here. We'll show you how much damage I blocked in a second, and a few more of the secondary medals here. You can see I penetrated quite a few tanks here, or damaged quite a few tanks rather. Alright, let's check out the team score. Alright, IS-7 on top, 3,300 damage, 1,000 XP, only one killing blow that game. Real star of the show, Dark Spectre in the mouse. 5,700 damage, 4 kills. I managed to block 5,800 damage with my armor. That's thanks to that good positioning behind that rock there at the beginning of the game, which was definitely, I think, may have spearheaded that push around the corner that stopped the enemy team from coming around any further, allowed Dark Spectre to get the mouse down into a great position, and me and Carter to work the left side some. Let's take a look at Dark Spectre's stats here. He fired 16 shots, 14 penetrations. 5,700 damage is great. He also blocked 3,400 points of damage. Take a look at Carter's stats here. He fired 12 shots, 11 direct hits, 7 penetrations, 2,600 damage. And Carter managed to pick up 3 kills in this game. You can see in the we got really lucky. Those two E100s, they went down the other flank. I was pretty. At the beginning of the match, we was all three concerned about running into the E100s down on that road, but luckily the only tier 10 we ran into was the IS4. But we did run into the STI and the VK4502, which now with the recent buff to its armor has become really good. They also had 3 dangerous tank destroyers down that line, down that side, and the Object 140 was also down that flank. So we had some stiff competition, but we managed to pull off a really good win here. Here's just some detailed stats of my own. I managed to block 5,800 points of damage there. That's how I beat out the mouse for the steel wall. Hits received, 20 hits, 7 penetrations. You see that as I got down to the end of the battle, I was down pretty low health. That's why I went to the cap and let Dark Spectre hang back and kind of watch the backside there, so to speak, as we went to the cap circle. Alright, that's I'm really happy to make this video. Carter, I'm sure I'll probably mention in the other video, is he's an 8 years old, so he really enjoys World of Tanks, and he's watched a few of my other YouTube videos, and he was real excited about us getting a good gameplay to be able to put on YouTube, so he could be in it too. So hopefully this will showcase a lot of good things. I actually wanted to use Dark Spectre's recording from this because of his damage output, but he hadn't had his thing turned on to save the game, which is okay because we was all down the one flank, so we kind of got to see what everybody did. So if you like the video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you like what you see on the channel, hit the subscribe button. And thanks a lot, everybody. Have a great day.